Hello, everyone. We have another episode of the Die by the Sword podcast ready for you. We are sorry we missed an episode last week. We were trying to make sure that we were all safe and healthy and ready to record. We hope that everyone is staying safe and healthy and sane during all of the craziness that's going on around. And maybe if you have the time, we have the older episodes that you can go back and listen to and maybe laugh at us for the mistakes we made in the past. As always, we want to give a big thank you to Midnight Syndicate for the wonderful music that they're letting us use to enhance our show. You can check them out at midnightsyndicate.com. And again, thank you to Sword Coast Soundscapes for the sound effects. Check them out at youtube.com/swordcoastsoundscapes. All right, well, we're going to get into this one. We hope you enjoy it, and stay safe, everybody.
All I've wanted to eat recently is macaroni and cheese because I am secretly a child. And
not so secretly.
And, you know, due with current health concerns, people are freaking out and buying out all the pasta. Mm-hmm. And so I was going to the store like, man, I hope I can find some shells, you know, like classic Velveeta shell style. And as I was walking in, I was thinking, it's like, yeah, I really want some shells. But, you know, really the best form of noodle for macaroni is like the shapes in Kraft macaroni, like the SpongeBob or the Spider-Man, whatnot. Shaped macaroni is superior in every way.
Those ones are always a little tougher and like chewier.
But they get all the cheese like in the little crevices.
Quote unquote cheese.
Yes, exactly. It's amazing. So I was thinking this as I was walking into the store, and, you know, I go down the aisle and it's very desolate, and I found Texaroni. Texas shaped macaroni.
Finest kind. Couldn't get it any better.
And this is why I believe in God.
Wow. Texaroni.
Yeah. So that's what I made macaroni with today.
I know the Walmart near me had like Frozen 2 macaroni.
I thought you were going to say frozen macaroni, and I was like, that's odd.
That's why I added the 2 in there.
Well, you can take what you can get.
Are they? I wonder if they're the exact same shapes that were in the Frozen 1 macaroni that they sold during that movie.
It's very possible. I didn't look because I don't like the shapes because it's not the same. I like the plain old like Kraft macaroni and cheese.
You want the elbows?
Mm-hmm.
I hate all of it. I hate it.
You do? Why?
I cannot, because it's not real cheese. It's radioactive, and
that's why I make it with Velveeta, which in fact was designed by a cheesemaker.
I'll take the Velveeta.
Yeah.
I'm not taking no Kraft macaroni.
Oh yeah,
and cheese.
no, this was Velveeta cheese.
This was real Velveeta from the cabinet.
I'll take the Velveeta. That's cheese. At least that's cheese.
It is
cheese-ish.
There's cheese in it.
Yeah. Well,
I like to use the Velveeta to make like queso.
Yep.
Or Rotel.
Yeah.
Rotel. Or mixing a little sausage or ground beef in it.
And it's the classic for a grilled cheese sandwich.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, the Kraft macaroni and cheese, y'all can keep that. All the hoarders can have it.
They do have it. I did go to, I think I was going to different stores, and I finally, in Tom Thumb, they only had one box of the Tom Thumb brand of macaroni and cheese left. That was it. And I picked it up. I'm like, well, I want mac and cheese with dinner tonight, but do I want to settle for this?
It's funny which items people are still being snobby about in there. It's like, I'm panicking, but I'm not panicking enough to buy quinoa made pasta.
Hey, have you seen like the frozen pizza aisle? That's all that's left. It's either it's the organic ones, it's the Supreme pizzas, and the ones with pineapple on them. That is all that is left.
It's because it's not pizza, and people want pizza. We've had this discussion.
Bringing it full circle.
Bringing it full circle. The article I read said that the kale and quinoa, plenty of it. Mm-hmm. No shortages in the city of Dallas.
It may be a pandemic, but I'm not eating any damn vegetables.
Exactly. It's like all these people who have been pretending they like kale and quinoa. They bought chips and Oreos.
When the chips are down.
You eat chips. Eat Doritos. Yes.
That's
no
funny.
kale chips for them.
No kale chips for them.
That's so funny.
I believe I've already shared my my seaweed chip experience.
You don't like it?
Oh, man. It was disgusting. It was one of those things that you had at Costco, and it's like, oh my God, I need a drink of something. Give me that vitamin water.
Yeah, where's the vitamin water sample table?
I might be okay with the seaweed chips because I like the little strips of nori.
I do too, which is why I tried it in the first place. But it's like it wasn't good. It wasn't good like nori. It was
interesting.
It was just like eating
seaweed.
Seaweed, yeah, pretty much.
It's like eating that smell of the ocean.
It was eating the bad smell, not the refreshing, not the refreshing part.
Oh, what was it? There was the Zappa's brand chips.
Zapp's brand. Oh,
Zapp's,
no. This was their.
It was like
their Bayou.
Yeah,
the voodoo one.
No, not the voodoo.
Because I love the voodoo.
I think this was their Cajun chip, which tastes like shrimp.
Yeah, I was like, hey, maybe it has some Cajun seasoning. It's like the same seasoning they use in
Popeye's French fries kind of seasoning.
No, but it just tasted like crawfish.
Yeah,
I like shrimp and I like crawfish, but I don't think I would like a chip flavored like those things.
It was horrible.
You know, this was a big deal in Asia. It's like you go into the snack aisle, and there's the bags of dried squid, and
ew,
little flattened shrimps, and that funny smell that it's like that's from that aisle. When you go into an authentic store, it's like, how do I know if it's authentic? It's like, oh, there's that
weird smell.
The dried
shrimp smell.
The dried shrimp smell, and then the cleaning product that's used.
Yeah, that's really weird, and that only hits me in the Chinese restaurant itself. There's this cleaning product they all like to use, or that you'd hit all over China.
So we used to live in China, and there was a smell that is it's like, yes, this is the cleaning product that was used all over China in all the restaurants. And there's certain restaurants here in America that you walk in and you're like, all right, this is a Chinese restaurant.
because they're buying the same sanitizer.
Yeah. Same thing if you go to some of the Asian markets. You're like, this is an authentic Asian market, which doesn't necessarily mean clean.
No.
That's probably fair. I will say with this whole quarantine thing, though, my house is becoming spotless.
Mine is not.
I realized I've been self-isolating for a couple of years now.
We have a
I'm not ready for guests.
We have a friend we saw yesterday was talking about he works at a theater and he's still working even though it's closed. So they're not letting anybody in, but he's still there working. And he said that place is spotless. Mm-hmm. He's just been going around cleaning every surface because there's nothing else for him to do.
That's like friends that are bartenders and stuff. The bars are closed, so nobody can come in, but they're like doing maintenance on the bars and stuff and making it clean and spotless. So they're still getting paid.
And I mean, it's a good time if you have any of those lingering projects that you've been pushing aside. Now's the time to get them done. Mm-hmm.
My brother works at a bar and they closed it all down. And so they got to go, they got to go grocery shopping in the kitchen, to take away all the food would spoil.
Took all the kale.
Yeah, I wonder what happened to all the kale there.
They take all the duck fat for the fries.
Well, I'm glad we got onto duck fat because that makes my stomach feel better than dried shrimp.
Yeah, exactly. Soothes everything.
Yes.
But I'm really pleased and optimistic about how many people are all able to work from home in the current circumstance that we've got. The telecommunicating infrastructure in place at all these corporations. We're like, all right, we have a VPN thing set up. We can get IT on it. We'll get everybody VPN access and you can work from home.
Have they assigned a saint to VPNs yet?
I don't know, but I think they should start working on it.
I think so. Does your VPN cut out for some reason at the same time every day?
Mine does.
Mine does not.
Mine does.
I can't tell because
is that like an upload from the company?
Might be.
Something?
I can't tell because mine cuts out every time I go to the bathroom and come back. So it's like, you were gone too long. We thought you'd never come back.
So we shut you down.
It's like the most depressed dog ever. It's like tearing up the blinds.
Well, I can advise you that if you're actually working on something through a VPN rather than doing conference calling or something, set up that little button where it says it'll auto save. Say yes.
Turn that on.
Turn that on.
Don't lose your Excel spreadsheets.
Because that's one of the real heartbreaks it's the heartbreak of working on any of these things is thinking, I'll save it in a second. It's like,
no, you won't.
No, you won't.
Just kidding.
Not when I turn your computer off.
Exactly. Boy. And if you're working in spreadsheets, really be careful. Don't ever add a period to the beginning of everything. You got to take it out one line at a time. Oh. You can add it to everything with one of those find replace.
Mm-hmm.
You can't
take it out.
Can't take it out.
Silly.
Yeah.
Can't you just find a replace with a
Without?
space?
Tried it, didn't work. Maybe it works now. This is kind of old information, one might say. But it kind of gave me the lesson of just never do that again.
Well, I wonder if our buddies will be able to get some food on the road. I wonder if there's dried shrimp in Lepistad.
No, but there's dried squirrel.
Squirrel jerky?
This country's really into squirrel.
I mean, you take what you can get.
They're everywhere. Well,
No, they're not.
not in town, but
I wonder if they actually hunt them or they just pick up the roadkill. Like, I wonder if these squirrels are as suicidal as the ones in Texas are.
Probably.
Man, they will wait for you to be coming towards them, and they will jump right in front of your car.
Actually,
That Geico
Depressed.
commercial is
They're
not
they're depressed.
It's
Yeah.
not an exaggeration. They do
Suicide
that.
squirrel.
Yeah, they're depressed. Yeah.
it's a father with 200 offspring. Just like, I can't take it anymore.
Here comes a car.
Well, it knows how that happens, right?
No.
Oh, no. In fact, they don't.
there's no sex ed in the wildlife in the wild.
That should be
Sex
They're
ed?
doing it.
sex ed.
They're doing it very secretly. I mean, I've never seen
Procreating squirrels.
Procreating squirrels.
Ever?
No, I mean, I've seen the results. I've seen littler squirrels, but
Have you ever seen a squirrel baby?
I've only seen pictures with their little naked tails.
Yeah, I've never seen a baby squirrel in the wild.
I haven't either. They probably stay in a nest until they're big enough to venture out on their own.
Speaking of
It's kind of like bunnies.
animals and things being closed, you guys see the video of the aquarium where they let the penguins walk around?
Yeah, the
Penguins.
Shed Aquarium in Chicago.
I haven't seen it yet.
It was one of the greatest things I've ever seen.
It is.
Why didn't you
It's in
share
your-
it with your wife?
It's in your phone right now.
It made me very happy.
Yeah.
Penguins are my favorite animal.
They're just kind of waddling around, looking around.
Well, there's a really funny scene where they come to one of the displays that has like those fish that look like silver dollars.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, the penguins were excited. They're like, glass. Still haven't figured out this glass thing.
And one of the reasons it's so cute is they walk upright, so your brain is like, oh, they're like little tiny people.
Mm-hmm. And tuxedos.
Yeah.
Hopping down the stairs.
Yeah, the hopping down the stairs was great.
Pretty funny.
Well, they're rock hoppers, so.
Yeah.
So cute. This actually just, last thing before we jump in, this takes me back to like an old memory. There was some movie that I watched as a kid, and I remember looking it up years later, and it was like a weird, like, dubbed Russian movie, but it was about a little blue penguin, and he had a friend that was a little pink penguin, and they went on penguin adventures in the north.
I do. I'm supposed to go to Australia in October. Hopefully everything is good to go by then. And I do plan on stopping to see the fairy penguins at the island.
That'll be awesome.
That'll be nice.
So, but anyway.
Speaking of traveling.
You guys were getting everything ready and heading toward Hergstag, if I remember correctly.
Yes, I believe that is correct.
And we were being really whiny because it seemed to be very far away, and we were going to have to hustle.
That is true. So you're getting everything ready to go. You're hopping on the horse and the cart. I'm guessing that's the method y'all decided on.
Yep, horse and cart.
It's been so long since we recorded, I forgot. So, horse and cart. As you're getting ready to head out, though, Karen, Gustav's paralegal, comes running out of the courthouse. You're like, wait.
Yes, hi, Karen. Did we forget something?
I figured since you're planning to get more information on Hergstag, you might want to speak to the witnesses from Hergstag before you go?
Well, that's why we were going, is to speak to the witnesses in Hergstag.
You do know that Hergstag is abandoned, right?
What?
No.
I did not
What?
know that.
Really?
It's been abandoned for about 7 months.
Well, maybe if we had more than 48 hours to prepare for this, we might have known that.
Oh, well, there are 3 witnesses. There are 3 sisters, and they are here. Almost everyone from Hergstag has basically left the area. But those 3 are here. The 3 sisters are Gero, Starl, and Flicht.
Inflict? Like,
And Flicht.
oh, and flict, not inflict.
Not inflict. And Flicht.
Well, I'm certain I spelled all their names wrong.
Let's see. Let me pull up my file here. I say Gero is Garrow. Starl is Starle. And Flicht is Flicht.
Of course it is.
Flicht.
And so they're all here in Lepidstadt.
Yes, they will be testifying tomorrow, so they're here, staying in the inn.
Well, now I feel completely ridiculous for getting all worked up to go right now when the witnesses were right here.
Yes. Also, is that the map that you are using to get to Hergstag?
Yes, we got it from the library.
That is, way off.
It is?
Yeah.
Please don't tell me Hergstag is further away.
No, quite the opposite.
It's a MapQuest map.
That explains it. See, this map shows it's about 18 miles away, but actually Hergstag is only 10.
That's
Holy
great.
smokers, that makes a difference.
We'd have overshot it by almost twice.
You would have gone straight through Hergstag and probably into the swamp or something.
Especially if it's abandoned, we'd be looking for a city with people in it.
Yes. So see, it's good to have all the information before you take off.
Well, Karen, you make sure this doesn't happen again.
I stopped you this time, didn't I?
Where were you yesterday when we were preparing?
Doesn't matter. We're ready now. Where are the witnesses?
I was not here. Anyway, they're at the inn.
All right, we go to the inn. Park our cart out front.
So, Karen, can I have a word with you just before we part company on this?
Oh, sure, absolutely.
Take these 2 gold. I want you to get a nice suit for Horace. Okay.
Okay.
And as I recall, Lasney was going to make sure his hair was combed and there was
No, he's not.
and shoes were shined.
He's not going to do that.
Okay, well then, Karen, you need to make sure this happens. I want him looking good tomorrow. Okay? And we're going to stop. Vivian and I will stop. And why don't we all go together just really briefly and make sure that Horace knows you're going to come with a change of clothes.
All right.
Can we do that?
So, fast forward. We go... So, yeah, basically we want Horace to look good in slightly less...
Shabby.
So, yeah.
Okay, so I'll have to have a seamstress create something for an 8-foot-tall.
No. We'll
Creature.
just go to the mall, and then sharp-dressed man will play over a montage of him trying on clothes.
Exactly. It'll take like 5
I
seconds.
like it. Montage. We haven't used a montage. I guess
It's
they
a
don't
fourth
work
level spell
real
slot.
well. It's also a lot harder to do over an audio system rather than a video system. But in any case, do what you need. I'm good for the money. Here's 2 gold to start with. If they want more, so be it.
Okay, then. I will do my best in getting him properly prepared for court.
I think blue's his color.
Because he's very sad.
No, he just looks good with his complexion.
Which one?
All of them. Just get him a blue suit, Karen.
You have been very helpful, Karen. Thank you very much.
Okay. Should it be varying shades of blue to match the varying
Yes,
shades?
make it a patchwork suit.
That I could do.
That'll make sense with his patchwork body.
Mom's doing such a pained face right now. and elbow. It needs to have the elbow pads. The old man elbow pads.
Elbow patches would be nice. Yes.
Yeah,
Shoulder-
patches, not pads.
Shoulder pads or no?
I don't think he needs his shoulders looking larger.
No. And a robe. If there's sidebar, whatever the customary robes are. I don't know if these guys wear trousers or all look like monks or whatever.
During this conversation, Roderick is just comparing the 2 maps. This is ridiculous.
The 2 what?
The maps.
The 2 maps.
I can kind of imagine Horace ending up in something where it'll fit. It'll look like a nice suit up at the top, but the pants are too short.
Yeah.
So it'll look like capri pants or
and
shorts.
The coat is too... Oh, that's just Frankenstein.
It's just Frankenstein.
Yeah. It's Herman Munster.
This is how he already looks, guys. I want him to look.
No, he doesn't look
than
like that. He looks in rags right now.
Yeah.
So he'll look better in a suit.
So even if it doesn't quite fit him, he'll still look better.
Can he have socks with rubber duckies on him? Just because I think that would look cute.
Vivian,
No such thing as rubber.
we don't want him looking silly. It's already hard enough when he's patchwork man.
He'll have socks with snow globes and hot chocolate.
I think rubber duckies are very appealing. No, who doesn't love a rubber ducky? Especially when it's on a sock.
This man is facing a death sentence. I really don't think rubber duckies are going to help him.
Rubber duckies are non-threatening, Zenobia.
It could
Roderick.
We can't even find a suit that has pants that go down to the ground, and you're worried about finding socks with rubber duckies on them?
I
What's
am.
rubber?
I am because we're going to be seeing his socks because there's going to be 5 inches of ankle. The socks are very important, Zenobia.
Fair enough.
Why are you questioning me about fashion?
It could actually show a fun and light side of him that the people aren't seeing.
Exactly.
You people are driving me crazy. As soon as I get my sword back, you're all losing your
Zenobia,
heads.
who is the fashion expert here? Me, not you. Enough said. We're going to the inn. And
According to this, they make it from a tree sap.
I'm sorry, rubber. Why, thank you, Roderick, because that's what we needed to know.
I didn't know what rubber was.
So Vivian's already starting to walk off to the inn. She's so offended that someone would question her fashion sense.
Zenobia slips a third gold Kara and said, "No fucking duck socks."
Okay. You're paying for the suit.
Yes, I am. And normal business socks. Just
right,
make
let's-
sure that they don't fall down on his legs. I don't want them around his ankles.
Two cans. Two cans.
Obviously, it needs to be caterpillars and butterflies.
Oh,
Aw.
yeah, that works.
Or trees.
You guys are just missing this. Anyway, we go to the inn. Where are the sisters?
So you get to the inn. You ask the innkeeper about the three sisters. She lets you know what room they're in because they don't care about security here.
Well, thank you very much.
So you go up there in room 3C.
All three of them in the same room?
Yes.
Okay.
We knock on the door.
We go up there, knock on the door, yeah.
Hello.
Housekeeping. Housekeeping, you want me fluff pillow? Hello, is this the room of the three sisters from Hergstag?
Hergstag.
We don't know of this
Hergstag.
Hergstag. We are three sisters from Hergstag.
Hergstag, yes. This is the defense for... Someone else take over. Vivian's still upset about the ducks.
We're looking for some information about the trial of the beast.
Oh. All right then. And they open the door.
What do they look like?
Are they triplets?
Yes.
Are they like those triplets from the 80s that all sang but you know what I'm talking about?
On Pee-wee's Playhouse?
Uh-huh.
the old lady triplets?
Yes, those ladies.
Sure.
That show is beating out the Fifth Element in most references.
These boots are made for walking.
I was going to say, these boots are made for walking.
They sing with the flowers in the window.
Uh-huh.
I got you.
So sure. Yes. That's what they look like.
So they're all dressed as little cowgirls. But they're old. It's weird. Okay. Hello. My name is Vivian Heatherton, and these are my co-workers at this point. Usually we're comrades. but-
Co-counsel?
Co-counsel, yes. I'll let them introduce themselves after we give you an opportunity to introduce yourselves. Thank you for letting us into your hotel room.
You are very welcome. My name is Garrow. My name is Starl. Mine's Flicked.
And she's a smoker.
She's one of Marge's sisters.
I was going to say she's Dorothy's Bornak. Now, okay. Now,
They're
make
not,
one Dorothy,
they're not
make one Rose,
conjoined, right?
make one Blanche.
Yeah, because I keep imagining the twins from Adam's Family.
Yes,
Those dresses.
Flora
Flora and Fauna.
Flora and Fauna. Yeah.
No, I don't think they're conjoined.
Well, it's very nice to meet you. My name is Roderick Iliescu. I am a native here in Ustalav.
My name's Randy Sheedle. I'm not a native. I'm not from here. I'm from all over.
Randy?
No, my name's Renly.
yeah, I thought it was like, did he just say Randy?
I did say Randy.
I was like, and then I was like, what's his name? I can't
It's like, so now there's a third person living in his head.
At least.
Because I was trying to get myself so hard not to say Renly Baratheon.
Oh. So you said Randy.
Yes, I said Randy. I got the first name wrong.
I'm Randy.
And I'm Zenobia Serpentry. I'm from many places.
I think we're suffering from quarantine fever.
Quarantine. Lack of social interactions.
We don't know how to interview anymore.
So we understand that you are the witnesses from Hergstag against the beast.
Oh, yes, we remember the deaths of those 6 children. It was awful.
You saw everything.
Well, we didn't see any of the deaths firsthand.
Thank God.
We were just there when all 6 of the children died. They just kept dying one after one.
How did they die? Was it a sickness?
Oh, we're not exactly sure how they died. 4 of the children were never actually found. And then poor Elsa, she was brought back by this laughing, maniacal creature, her body broken and twisted, and he laughed.
Who? Elsa or the man?
The beast. The beast laughed.
How did he laugh? Was it like high-pitched? Was it low and growly?
I can't describe the sound, but his face was pulled up in this grin, and he was holding the body, and he just dropped it at her father's feet.
Were you at the trial today?
Yes, I was.
And this creature that you saw that night, did it look like Horace?
Absolutely.
So, when you say he was laughing, are you sure he wasn't crying?
Why would a beast like that be crying?
That really good, Philip.
Because he was bringing somebody's poor, mangled, dead daughter home.
That he killed?
Did you see him kill it?
No, but it doesn't take a magician to know that was exactly what had happened.
Why do magicians in your town investigate crimes?
Because they're the scientists.
Oh, that's what... Oh, it's a regional thing, then.
Yes.
No, Renly, I would say that wizards are generally academics everywhere.
No, he said magicians.
I mean, tell me the difference.
Showmanship.
Whatever.
So you saw Horace bring this little girl back, but you did not see him kill her.
No, but once we saw him laughing, carrying this body, and...
Allegedly laughing, I think he was crying.
Well,
Renly, I don't think we should provoke the witnesses
I'm not
right now.
provoking, I'm just giving my opinion.
Just let them talk, please.
well, we all chased that beast out of the town.
Did he say anything as he was being chased?
No.
Was he laughing still when you were chasing him?
No.
You said there were 6 children.
Yes.
4 were never seen again, just disappeared from the village.
Yes.
Did they disappear together or one at a time?
What was the time frame?
One at a time. It was over a period of a few weeks. It was just one at a time. So sad.
How about the 6th, the final child? Elsa was the 5th, yes?
Elsa was the 5th, yes.
So wait, if Elsa was the 5th, and you chased him out, and there were 6, did you see him come back?
Roll a sense motive on...
Philip,
the
you are on
sisters.
fire.
I didn't sense anything.
Roderick didn't either.
Balls.
Also, I'm gonna have to take, because it was a skill check, right?
19.
19?
Thank you, Zenobia, because I rolled a 7.
Zenobia can tell that they are definitely hiding something while they're talking. Like they're not relaying all of the truth.
I have a question though. Would 11 be a failure?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, Zenobia is the right one to pry that out of them.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go over this again. And I would like you to get very, very specific about what days children disappeared, whether or not you saw Horace at any time during this period where children were disappearing. And I'd like to tell you to tell me about the 6th child.
Well...
And I want to... Can I roll a... So it's either diplomacy or intimidation. What do you think, guys?
I think that you should go with your best skill.
Yeah, what's your strength?
To me, it'd be intimidation.
Intimidation, yes.
Yeah.
Although it's not far off. Yes.
I think since you found out that they are hiding something, it would.
So
I would
I
think that
want to
you'd
lean
intimidate.
into them.
Uh-huh.
You know, do a point my fingers together, steepled fingers, and looking at them like I don't believe what they're telling me.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so intimidation check. Just 13 on the dice plus 8. So 21.
21. Okay.
It's okay. Take a deep breath. Tell me what you know.
So after being stared down basically by Zenobia,
She's a fierce woman.
Yeah. Starl will speak up. Well, as I remember it, Martin was the first boy to disappear. And then it was a few days later that Alan disappeared. And then about a week after that, we lost Guard.
I'm sorry, Guard?
Guard, yes.
Okay.
And then Rachel was a few days after that. And then poor Elsa she was brought back, mangled and broken by that beast, so we knew that that beast had been the one to take the other children. So we chased the beast out of town with pitchforks and torches and everything that we could muster, and even still, 2 days after we chased this beast out of the town, Karen she was found dead in her own bed.
Was she mangled as well?
No, but we know that she had to have been killed by the beast as well.
What did the coroner say?
He confirmed the same thing. He assumed that the beast had been the one to kill her.
So he did no investigation, he just assumed.
Of course.
I get that this is the whole point of the story. It is so infuriating how awful and judgmental these people are, and I just want to punch them all in the face.
Yeah.
That's how scapegoats work.
Yep.
It is crazy.
Tell me about Karen's wounds, and tell me what you're not telling me.
She didn't have any wounds.
She was nothing. No, not a... Well, I mean, after you die you don't bruise, but there's no marks, no... I mean, nothing?
No, I don't know what this beast did to her, what magic it must have, but she was in bed and she just died.
So I can tell you what magic he has. It's none. He has no magic.
Well, are you an expert on the beast's magic?
Yes, I am. I've talked to him. I've gotten to know him, and I know that he doesn't have magic. I did a, what you call it, sense magic?
Knowledge Arcana.
Knowledge Arcana on him, and he was clean.
Well, I don't know if we need to go down this road right now with,
No, but I do need
It'll
to
come out in the
understand.
trial.
I do need to understand who else was home with Karen that night.
Her father.
And does Karen have any sisters or brothers?
No, she was an only child.
Were all of the children only children?
No.
Can you... So, I understand that the town was recently abandoned, but it wasn't... The town wasn't, like, burned down or anything, was it?
No, after Karen died, we all decided that the town was not safe anymore, so everyone decided to leave.
Did anybody stay behind?
No.
Did you see the poor child? Karen in her bed?
No, I did not.
Do you know if there were any broken windows,
Well,
doors?
This goes into what I wanted to ask was if she could point out on the updated map we have, like, what was Karen's house.
Yeah, she can do that.
Actually, all the houses of all these kids. Mm-hmm. And was Karen the only one found in the house?
Yes, she was the only one found in the house.
Right, because the other four
Because
weren't
Martin,
found.
Alan, Guard, and Rachel have never been found again. No bodies. Was Elsa buried? Was Karen buried in the town?
Yes. They were buried in the cemetery behind the chapel.
I need you
The
to...
graves are marked, right?
Yes.
Can...
There are graves for all 6 of the children.
So there's cenotaphs for the first 4?
Yes.
Elsa's wounds. Can you describe them to us? You said you saw the beast laughing, bringing her back,
Broken
bringing
body.
her broken body back. I need you. I know this is hard, but I need to tell me what you saw.
I remember seeing a twisted form. She looked as if she'd been drained of all of her life. She had these... It looked like bite marks on her legs.
Like bug bites, or like
Like large, very large teeth
Oh.
biting into her legs.
We need a dental impression from what's his name.
Yeah, what kind of teeth does Horace have?
Was any of... This is a very difficult question. Was her skin intact?
Yes, I believe it was. Except for, obviously, the parts where the bite marks were.
Yes.
I didn't see her up close, so I can't say to all of her injuries. I don't know if my sister's got any better look.
Ladies.
No.
She just shakes her head.
I'm going to ask you again, ladies. What are you not telling me?
We've told you everything that we know.
Sense motive on that. 4.
Got a 4 again, too.
I got a -2.
14.
Okay. You'd still be able to tell that at this point they've told more to you than they have to the prosecution.
This is a sort of a... Which part did they tell us more? That they hadn't been telling other people?
That Karen was found dead 2 days after.
Okay. After they chased the beast out of town.
Mm-hmm.
Got it.
Which Renly had already gotten a hint on.
By the
that.
way, like, that's... This tag team on that side of the table. Way to go, Renly. Way to go, Zenobia. And especially because, like, you caught on to the crying. Like, he was crying, not laughing. And, like as you were revealing stuff, I was like, oh, yeah!
In the meantime, Roderick's nodding off in the corner. Just, what?
This is also the same person, I'm talking about myself, that writes nothing down.
Well, and that's basically, it's like, peek behind the curtain. I'm preparing my spells for later. And so I am a little distracted. I was like, all right, let's not do Zone of Truth right now. So that's awesome. So Vivian's still distressed. She's thinking about fashion in her head, and what she's going to have to prepare for later.
But I do want to say for the tag team questioning and remembering of stuff, I believe it deserves a shared hero card between Zenobia and Renly.
Excellent.
I don't know where they are.
Socially acceptable elbow bump off mic. Yay.
Awesome. I was just being...
Good at the game?
No. I'm not that.
Yeah, you are.
These dice rolls say different.
Hey, everybody's victim to the statistics.
All right. So, as the two of you are questioning the three sisters, the two of you notice this glowing white card kind of sitting on the table. And you would recognize what the card is. Nobody else seems to see it, though.
So Renly and I look at each other.
Go pick it up.
And Zenobia does.
And then I look at the sisters and go, you see, girls, that's magic.
And the card is the betrayal.
Oh, that's awkward.
Salome, it looks like in our legend it would be Salome holding John the Baptist's head.
It's not on a platter, though.
But it's not on a platter. But it's dripping onto...
Grapes?
Well, but those are holly leaves.
No, because of the little corkscrew thing? I think those are grapes.
I want to say...
Well, I don't know.
It's like wine. I think it's red wine.
Can the GM provide any illumination?
I'm
not done looking yet.
I'm not sure what's on the card specifically.
So it's a crown card, the betrayals.
Yes. So the...
I think the crown cards are if any 20 roll, you can repeat a 20 roll, but you have to take
the second result.
Second one.
I think you're right, yeah.
Yeah, those are grapes. That looks like... Honestly, it looks like a drag queen just beheaded a dude. This lady's got, like, purple hair and, like, a carnival crown.
All right. So this is the betrayal card. The betrayal card is the neutral evil card of charisma. Represents selfishness and envy. For me, yet again, this card is very fitting because they were hiding information.
Mm-hmm.
They were betraying the truth.
Yes.
Does it have any more about the description?
Nothing more on the description of that card. It is a charisma card. Makes it a crowns card. Crowns cards are good for re-rolling any one d20 roll that you've just made. You must take the result with a second roll, even if it is worse.
Mm-hmm. So, best for a natural one.
Mm-hmm.
So, and this card is a shared card, so the two of you have to decide together when to use it.
Well, that'll never happen. All right, so are we done harassing these people?
I think so.
Did Vivian and Roderick see what happened?
No.
Okay.
I'm sure we saw the card after you picked it up.
So, ladies, I want to thank you for your time. I understand that you are witnesses for the prosecution. We will speak to you again if we have to clarify anything that you see. But we understand that you're frightened, and we understand this has been a horrible thing that you've been through. Don't ever lie to me again.
We didn't lie.
Zenobia just looks at them. You know what I mean.
Well, I think that's enough visiting for today. If
agree.
you wouldn't
Yes, let's
mind.
Or reservoir.
I imagine she just keeps whipping her head back around as she's walking out the door. All right.
I wouldn't turn my back on these ladies. This is more of a bow your way out.
All right, so we head on out down the stairs. So we're kind of convening. We're like, so if the town is abandoned, then there's nobody to question there, right?
Wow, we probably should go and look to see if there's any evidence that's been overlooked. But look what happened.
Oh, a hero card.
A hero card. Look at this.
Yes, so
It's like Renly and I got it.
Y'all did a wonderful job interrogating, so it makes sense.
So we should make a brief stop to say thanks to Pharasma.
yes, so in my mind, abandoned town, we're going to be there at night regardless. It could very well be haunted and dangerous. So
Too true.
especially with the information that Vivian suspects from the library that she found.
Exactly, I was thinking about that. This is where there's some bad juju in this town. And looking back through my notes, so just as a refresher, this is where Horace has been. He's talked about Elsa every time we've spoken to him. She was a friend of his. And he said he had told us that he had found, I think when he found Elsa, I can't quite remember the details, but he said that a ghost stole souls at night. And he also said something about there being eyes everywhere. And I just know that I've heard of a creature like this. I remember, that first day we went to the library and I was kind of thinking about it. And I know this wasn't Horace that did this. I'm pretty sure it's some sort of undead creature. So, as Roderick said, yes, I do believe this town is indeed haunted.
So that being the case, I am almost completely out of spells. I move that we rest so I can regain my magic reservoir.
Second.
Yeah, so that way we're more prepared to fight anything incorporeal.
Yes, I don't think...
Excellent idea.
I don't think Zone of Truth will work very well on the ghost, so I am okay with resting. So we rest right outside the hallway of these three ladies.
Just right here in the hallway, sleeping on their doorstep.
Yep.
Do you mind?
Meow. Meow. Bring us milk.
They bring you cheesecake because they're the Golden Girls.
So I guess we get a couple rooms in the hotel since we're already there.
Mm-hmm.
And we sleep there, and we have a very confused horse attached to a cart outside.
I've been waiting. It talks.
We give him some nice oats.
He can be put in the stable,
barn. Yes.
attached to the inn.
So this is great. So now that we're resting, I have all of my new spell slots.
Mm-hmm.
Excellent.
And I'm pretty sure that today is the 26th of Farast. Pretty sure.
Is it the first day of spring in Farast? In Ustalav?
No, it's past because it's the 20th. So what, Farast is March, right?
I think so.
And I thought for us was February.
No, because we started in February, which was Calistro.
Oh, no, wait, you're right.
Yeah. For us is March.
Bam! Hero card. Noel, thank you.
So you got a few more days of Farast, and then you go into Gozren.
Guzrin. Alright, so if let's say that interview with those ladies took about an hour and to get our room and our horse settled and everything, so it's probably around 3 o'clock. So we go to bed in the afternoon.
I mean, I'm sure we don't have any trouble going to sleep. We've been exhausted.
Yeah,
because of what we've been doing.
Mm-hmm.
We did big fighting in the morning, too.
did.
And had been terrified by the Hura dog.
We had trouble, like we ran from the other town straight here. Like, if we had not gotten a lot of sleep.
Yeah, you haven't slept, so I'm sure you're very tired.
So we wake up around 11 p.m.
Okay.
and haul ass. How long? So it's 10 miles away.
Mm-hmm.
How long will that take us in the cart with the march?
So if you were just walking, it'd probably be about, 3.5 hours. So with the horse, cuts it down probably about half that. And if Renly is doing the marching song, it'd probably take you about an hour and a half to get there.
So that gets us there at about midnight, right?
Wait, you said 3 hours just walking. That halves it with the horse. That's 1.5.
It's not quite half, I don't think.
Okay.
So 12:30,
Yeah, in the morning.
middle of the night. So we take our horse to the haunted, abandoned town in the middle of the night. Great idea.
Because horses love to do that, too.
They never get spooked.
So it's dark and creepy, especially as you basically leave civilization, heading into the Dipplemere Swamp.
Into a ghost town.
Into a ghost town.
Yeah. So while we're trotting along, I guess we're probably going to be discussing what we want to investigate in the town first. We could look at the graves of the children. I think we should look at Karen's house.
Agreed.
Those are the only two things
I think we should look at Elsa's house also.
Okay.
And any signs of anybody going in and out of town, that kind of thing. Which, I mean, people go in and out of town all the time, but...
And let's review what we know. So 4 kids, never seen
Never came
again.
back.
Elsa was found. Her body was mangled. She was found by Horus. So,
And he actually saw the creature.
Spooky ghost, brought Elsa back into town, and then he was chased out of town, and then another kid was found dead.
But in a completely different way.
Yeah, this body wasn't mangled or bitten on. She was just dead.
And where exactly did Horus find her? In the swamp outside of town?
Yes? Question mark? Elsa was found by Horus in the swamp?
He didn't say.
Okay. So we don't know. Not in her bedroom. Oh, but yeah, it's Karen's house definitely first, because I wanted to look at the windows for, like, boot tracks and stuff like that, because we know what kind of marks his boots make.
I mean, but it would be done. I mean, the weather would have already gotten to
We
it.
have to just go look. I mean, this is fantasy world. So.
Yeah, I think we'll get more information when we get there.
Just so you know, since y'all had the map and...
The correct map
and said to where the houses were and stuff like that.
So, do we know... I should have asked more questions. What time of day they disappeared? Did they all disappear at the same time? Was there any kind of...
It was all at night.
It was all at night. Like after they were supposed to be in bed?
Yes.
So I still think, even though it's on the other side of town, I still think we should start with Karen's. She was also the most recent death.
Work our way back.
Yeah. As we're running out of town from the ghost in a Scooby-Doo scene.
All right, so we're rolling in, and as we're riding in the cart, Roderick gets Renly's attention and says, Renly, can I have a word with you?
Certainly.
So, we've been in several fights so far, and I noticed that you spend the beginning of every fight transforming into that alternate persona of yours.
Well, that alternate persona helps me fight better.
Yes, but it also wastes precious seconds when we're in a life and death situation.
About 6 of them.
But I don't know when we're going to get attacked, and it fades away in 10 minutes.
So, is there any way you could at least try to, if you have to be that persona to fight, can you at least try to anticipate when we might be fighting and be that persona ahead of time?
I can, but I mean, also, Carrie is... I feel Carrie taking over a little bit more and more every time, so I don't like to just be Carrie.
Well, that's fucking creepy.
So if that is the case, must you be Carrie at all?
If I'm going to fight, I'm not a fighter. I like to read.
Well, that puts us in a predicament then. Just know that our lives are depending on your cooperation.
And I've been cooperating. I mean, we're going really fast right now, right? Because I'm singing a song.
That's true. That's not really... You picked a really awful time to criticize Randy.
This third personality.
All right, who am I talking to now?
This is Rolf. He took on the personality of the
really
wolf boy.
Really glad Rolf didn't move with us.
Right.
So, I mean, do you understand the predicament? I don't want to lose myself.
I'm not qualified to help you with these issues.
We do, however, have a cleric on call.
Yes, perhaps talk to Vivian. I'm just concerned about our tactical soundness.
Vivian, has, wide-eyed panic of, I have not dealt with this scenario in my clinical training.
Also, Carrie's kind of rude.
I don't understand how that's pertinent to my question.
Yeah, Roderick's rude too. I mean, really, most of this party is very rude except me.
Hell yeah.
Again, I just don't want to lose myself.
We don't want that either, Renly.
That is a very interesting character choice. So does Renly like having Carrie as a part of him? If he's worried about losing himself?
Yes, it's his confidence booster.
This is very Phantom of the Opera.
It gives him his confidence to be able to fight, to perform when he performs, to do everything that Renly cannot do.
So Roderick, half rolls his eyes, sighs, and leans back in the cart and looks off in the distance behind him, kind of giving up, well, that didn't accomplish anything.
Brooding. It is interesting. I want to call you Randy now. Renly. It is interesting, Renly, considering that is Carrie her own person, or is Carrie you? Is that our Carrie you? Is Carrie you?
You'll carry me?
No, I don't carry.
It's a little bit of both. I think that she taps into something that's, hidden inside of me.
I'm not sure you can lose yourself then.
I don't want to be that person. I can't be that person. That person is dark.
Renly, if I may pipe in, there's a wise man that I listened to at university who told me that if you do not embrace the shadow, at the worst possible time, the shadow inside of you will take you over entirely.
Well, that's Carrie's patron is a shadow patron, so do I really want to go down that path?
Well, somehow you did already.
That's true, you are already on the path.
I think you should try to learn to master it instead of letting
Being
it take
afraid
over
of
you.
her, yes. She's a wonderful woman. You'd like her.
Yeah, I like Carrie.
Tell you what, going to give you lessons. You're going to start practicing with me every morning. That'll boost your confidence and make you a better fighter in this body.
That's actually not a bad idea.
Okay, but that's when I read.
You can read, and you can also practice. I will make sure you have enough time for both. Anyway, we need to move along. You need to embrace your inner Carrie the One.
Can you make the bat come out?
So, yeah, he undoes his shirt just a little bit. And this bat pops out.
Oh, Vivian claps.
Yay!
And just all over the place.
Oh, that's very exciting.
And it just slaps right on the side of his face. Now he has a bat tattoo on his face.
Oh, that's cool. I didn't know that could happen. It could change places.
For that joke, yes.
You should do it on your face like Batman's mask.
Oh,
Over his eyeball.
Yeah.
then I wouldn't be able to see.
You don't know that.
It's
Try
true.
it. Let's try it. See what
Just
happens.
tattoos your eyelids, not your eyeballs.
It's true. You just walk around with your eyes closed.
Yeah, anyway, I imagine we've arrived now.
So
I like how
playing
you were
with
looking at me like wanting me to try it. Go ahead, try it. Try it. Do it right now.
Do it right now. Can you see?
I have a very vivid imagination.
Speaking of imagination, what does the town look like when we arrive?
Yes.
Abandoned.
Yeah, it's abandoned. The grass is very overgrown in this whole area. Farmland around this area is in ruin. The well, what you could tell would normally be like the well-trodden pathways are even overgrown at this point, so it kind of becomes very difficult to get the cart through, to a point where the cart won't go any further.
So we kind of
on foot.
Yeah, we kind of stow the cart in a safe place, or as safe as it can get.
Stake out the horse, let it have plenty of food to eat. It can trim some grass.
It can. It's got plenty of food here.
Roderick also detaches the horse in case it gets spooked, so it doesn't take the cart with it.
That's fair.
Well, we know we're going to be spending the night, too. You couldn't leave it harnessed up.
No, we're not spending the night. We have to haul ass back.
What I'm saying is we're going to be investigating throughout the night.
We're not sleeping, but we are spending the night.
Got it.
And Roderick prepared mount, so that way, in case we do lose the horse, he can get us another one.
Very good. So yeah, you start continuing on foot, heading into the town, passing by the really tall grass, and you can tell where the farmland has got these high corn crops that are growing up. It's very children of the corn looking right now.
We walk
Yes.
straight through them and take all the slashing damage.
Ouchies.
It gets to a point where it's very hard to figure out which way you're going because everything has grown so high.
But Zenobia is a tracker.
So I need somebody to roll a survival check to figure out which way you're going.
Roderick will roll to aid Zenobia.
Yeah. Can I study?
Roderick aids.
Can I study the path
No.
ahead of me?
Is that a thing?
I would say no.
Well, I have an option to study, and it adds +1.
Yeah, but that's studying like a specific creature you're tracking. So, like, if you studied it,
that's fine.
Yeah, yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah.
I accept that.
I aid.
I aid too. So you got a +4.
I don't aid. I have to get a 10, right?
So 16, 23, 27.
All right.
27.
So you can definitely find your way going forward.
Oh, Vivian has light on her holy symbol.
Okay.
And I've got my I forget what it's called.
Shield boss.
My shield boss. I put a light stick in my shield boss.
Very good.
And Roderick is fine taking the lead because he has the dark vision, so he can see even further out than the light would allow.
Roderick, as you're going, give me a perception check.
Hey, wait, I got it too. I'm an angel too.
Yes.
I got a natural 20.
I got a modified 20.
So natural 20 minus 4 because I failed the skill check to help you.
Well, that you didn't fail perception.
You don't
that was
have
so
anything.
the skill check. Okay, it doesn't count as a skill check then.
No, it does.
No, but what's your
that's
perception
specific
bonus?
skill.
Oh,
You failed survival, so you get a penalty on survival. You don't get a penalty on other skills.
Oh, I thought it was all skills.
No, it should
That'd be
just
ridiculous.
that
Okay.
That would be ridiculous.
Well, then it's 26 total.
one. Okay.
Nice.
So with that, as you're walking, you both notice Renly more so than Roderick. Actually, Renly, you're the one that points it out. As Roderick is about to step down, you see a bear trap.
Ooh.
Oh, I hate bear traps.
Oh.
Good eye, Renly. Thank you.
Okay, I thought you were going to say, roll for initiative.
It's just a bear trap.
So we find a stick and shove it in the bear trap to
Well,
to
that's
deactivate it.
so. I should be going first, and I should be detecting for traps then. At this point, or we walk side by side.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't say Roderick was in the front alone, but
Yeah.
he's definitely with his dark vision doing what he can.
What can I do now that we know that there are traps
Perception.
that are set?
So you'd add your trap finding bonus.
Yep.
Okay,
So if you're looking for traps, it would be +12.
+12
Mhm.
on my roll.
Yep.
And nobody's helping me. Don't you help me?
I think with these we should probably roll our own perception checks.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Thank you.
So as we're continuing to move on
Yeah.
after we
And that's a natural 1.
nice.
I'm going first.
So we
So
shove a
I need to
stick in the bear
confirm
trap.
this, right?
No, there's no fumbling skill checks.
Okay.
It's just one.
So we shove a stick in the bear trap
The
so we
first
don't
one.
so we don't accidentally trip it on the way out.
Yeah.
Yep. So keep moving forward.
It's an 18 perception as we continue moving.
Let me
Okay.
know when I can roll again
You can
for
roll again.
perception.
Okay. Anybody else rolling? No.
I think I'm good with the 18. I don't want to jinx it.
18 plus 12,
Yeah.
30.
So Renly
Because I didn't look.
does a 26 hit.
Hit what?
Your
You.
AC.
Yes.
Flat-footed. Although you can't be caught flat-footed now, right?
Nope.
But
Yes,
it still
it
hits. Renly takes 11 points of damage as he steps into a bear trap.
It's not an acid or a cold bear trap, is it?
No. It's very mechanical. Bear
You said
trap.
11?
11 points of damage.
Damn it, there are more of these things. What are they prepared for?
Yeah, can we look at these traps and see how old they look?
There's one on Renly's leg right now
Yeah.
that you can check.
Oh dear, Renly.
So we help Renly out
Does
of
Renly
it.
scream out at all?
Of course I do. Do you need it to scream?
Sure.
Oh dear. What? What?
Ouch.
Oh, Renly.
It caught my foot. It bit my feet.
So we help Renly out of the trap.
Okay, so that'd either be disable device, escape artist, or strength check.
I can do disable device.
Can I aid with strength? Or would that be
Can't-
separate?
can't
It's
I
a
do
separate
disable device?
check since there's two
Yeah,
different
you can
skill
do
checks.
disable device.
I'll let her do it first.
So 14, 21.
21, you're able to release the bear trap.
So what are the consequences besides being hurt?
Probably your leg is broken. I would think you need some healing here. You
Yeah.
took 11 points, right?
Like, is it's not poisoned, is it?
No, it's not poisoned. It's just if you
that would be a tiger trap.
yeah. If you had been stuck in there, you wouldn't been able to move for a while. But you're able to move. You're just damaged at this point.
Not anymore, because he's been healed up by Vivian.
But
All
She
11?
using the wand.
Yeah.
She used 3 hits off the wand to heal Renly back up.
but Vivian, while you're healing, give me a heal check.
I'm going to switch dice, because this other one's been rolling crappy. Yeah, that's a good choice. 22.
22. So you notice as you're healing, that around Renly's leg looks like something bit his leg with giant teeth.
Oh,
Oh dear.
Elsa got caught in bear traps. That's fucked up. That's also one of my personal nightmares.
Yes, it is.
To get caught in a bear trap?
Yeah.
Bear traps, just that kind of snap trap is a...
I just find them horrifying.
Yeah.
So does she say this to the party, I'm assuming?
Yes. Roderick, as she's healing, before she gives the last couple of pokes with the wand, she's like, Roderick, look at these wounds.
You know, now that you point it out, it does look like his leg has been bit by a creature with giant teeth.
Who would do such a thing to trap children?
Well, what if it wasn't for children? What if it was for these creatures that are killing the children?
That would explain why we have children wounded with big bitey-like things.
Well, just the one.
So the new
we know of.
The new scenario playing in my head is whatever this ghost is, perhaps Elsa saw it and was tipped off and tried to run away from it and ran into these bear traps.
Yeah.
Wish we weren't exploring at night.
Okay, so...
I wanted to look at the bear trap more as far as how old it looks, dust it for fingerprints, things like that. Mm-hmm. So 20 perception. I just want to figure out, I don't know, does it look fresh? Does it look, knowing when the town was abandoned, does it look about that time, or does it look much earlier than that? I'm just trying to get a time range.
It's hard to really tell
Yeah.
exactly how old it is because it could have been made long before it was ever set out.
Mm-hmm. But was there a lot of grass? Had grass started overgrowing it?
The grass is covering it, and you can tell that it's rusted in a way that it looks like it's been sitting out in the
rain
elements
for
for
a while.
a bit.
Yeah.
Well, this is evidence, and Roderick kind of stows it to where we could pick it up on our way back to the cart.
How much does it weigh?
Because we're bringing it with us.
I mean, they're heavy, but
Yeah, he's not planning on
20
carrying it
pounds?
with him.
30 pounds? 50 pounds?
I don't know.
We can
how
put it in the
heavy
cart, but I just need to know how heavy it is.
I've picked up a bear trap before. They're freaking heavy because it's
A bear,
iron.
yeah. Is it more than 20 pounds?
Probably.
Let's Google it.
Are you trying to carry it with you right now? I don't understand.
No. I have a spell I want to cast is Unseen Servant. Its task is to find the bear traps.
24 pounds.
Excellent idea.
Bear traps weigh 24 pounds.
And that is too heavy for it to carry.
Good idea, though, Renly.
See, it
So
can,
I was right on more than 20.
it can lift 20 pounds or drag 100.
So
Well,
Well, all
drag
it has
it.
to do is drag them out of place.
It can trigger traps and such, but it can...
What happens after it triggers a trap?
It only exerts 20 pounds of force, which is not enough to...
If it can drag 100, though, it could pull them out of place.
Yeah. Well, and it could also set off the traps because if a kid could set off the trap, then a 20-pound unseen servant could.
But does it keep, does it go away after it sets off one trap, or can it keep setting off traps?
I would assume it keeps setting it off. It's a timed thing, so...
The duration is 1 hour per level. Since I'm using my witch level, it's only an hour.
Should be plenty of time to.
Let's have your unseen servant run what are those? What are those things in a gym where you'd have to run back and forth? Suicides.
Suicides, yeah.
Back and forth across the yard.
Until they trip until he's covered all this territory.
Yeah.
Open territory.
And then bring him back, and he can drag the bear trap to the cart.
Well, it only has it can trigger traps and such, but it cannot exert 20 pounds of force, which is not enough to activate some certain plate devices. It can't perform any task that requires a skill check with a DC higher than 10. Does that mean that it can't perceive the traps?
Yes.
We don't need it to if we just want him to trigger him.
Just wanted to blindly walk in front of us.
Yeah, I just want him to. I just want him to go back and forth.
And I can keep rolling perception checks and look for new ones, too. I mean...
But I mean, if he's casting these spell, we might as well get the full use out of it.
Yeah. All for it.
So you're casting Unseen Servant to
Yes.
move in front of you?
Yes, so I cast Unseen Servant, but I do it as Carrie.
Okay.
Again, because he doesn't have confidence in his magic.
Okay.
Hi, Carrie.
Hello, darling.
You going to be sticking around?
I'm here as long as you need me, sweetie.
Good.
We'll make this guy clear out the space in front of us.
So I do that.
Bear
I don't
traps.
know what the-
Icky.
So, Timothy, I need you to zigzag in front of the entire
She's
party.
just talking to the air.
We're looking for traps. We need you to set them off.
Okay.
Who said that?
Timothy.
But
Thank you, dear.
as you are moving forward, still need to make survival checks to make sure you're staying on the right path.
Roderick attempts to aid. Does not aid.
I aid.
12.
You kind of go askew a little bit this time.
Well, this isn't working. Roderick fails to aid a second time.
I aid.
14.
So 14 plus the aid. All right, so you're
16,
able,
yeah.
so you're able to get back on track
Good.
this time and start moving.
All right.
You realize you started to go the wrong way.
It's like, oh, wait a second, guys. Okay, now we're good.
You started moving, and Vivian with the aid pointed out, like, wasn't that star going that way a second ago?
You started following the unseen servant.
Yeah.
How could you do that? It's not unseen.
It's the grass moving.
I've got skills.
Yeah, she's not good at tracking.
As you're going along, you hear a couple more bear traps snap
Ugh.
as you're moving forward.
Fucking hate this.
So it's just this sound from beside you and in front of you as you're walking. It's this snap.
Vivian jumps every time.
You eventually do make your way into the main part of the town. It is still overgrown, but you have more of an easier path to follow here with the roadways.
Thank goodness for that.
Timothy, since we can see now, just run around the field until you snap them all.
Okay. Okay,
And
boss.
so he does.
So he does.
That's a lot of bear traps.
There are several. So you're in the town. It's very abandoned, ghost town looking. There are some places with like the windows boarded up, doors nailed shut, kind of thing.
How's the lighting situation? Is there enough moonlight and starlight that Vivian could see?
Yeah, there's enough moonlight specifically that you could probably see. It's not a full moon, but
So, Carrie gestures, and out of her fingertips, dancing lights.
Yay! I love dancing lights.
okay. So you do have dancing lights around you. So
All right, so what do we see directly in front of us?
directly in front of you, coming around this pathway. There you go. So you see a bridge going over a little river here, and just past that, you see Guard's house.
Okay, kid.
So we're kind of getting our bearings with the map that we
What's
were
with
given.
your grammar, Gary? It's like, oh, not the guard's house. Guard's house.
So it's like we're kind of on the northeastern edge of the town,
His father was a town guard.
Got it.
and he was very uncreative.
But they didn't know how to spell because it's Gaard.
And I've got my heavy mace.
Right? Yeah, I'm assuming we're not expecting any civilians, so we're walking through weapons drawn.
Yeah.
So we want to go straight to guard's house, or do we want to walk through town?
I don't see any point walking past the place we're supposed to investigate, then walking back to it again.
I agree.
I just don't know what information we'll find there because this child was never found.
Then it shouldn't take long.
Good point.
We don't know how he disappeared, and we don't know if he was taken from his house. And I would suggest we find his bedroom and look at his windows at least.
So we approach Guard's house.
So you start making your way toward Guard's house, and as you start to get a little bit closer, you hear, "Hi."
Oh, I'm out. I quit. I quit the podcast right now. I do not do haunted, creepy children. I'm done.
But you don't know exactly where it came from. You can hear it, but
Perception?
you haven't been able to see.
Natural 1. Roderick is befuddled.
23.
14.
23. So Vivian can kind of see back around the side of the house, kind of like a small child in like a shadow.
Oh my god.
And he kind of peeks out, he waves at you, and then runs behind the house.
Did you see that?
No, I didn't. See what?
There's a little boy, or a little child, I think it was a boy, around that house.
Is 13 a failure?
Yes.
Okay.
So, Vivian wants to slowly start walking that way, looking out fucking bear traps, the haunted children.
Zenobia, keep that holy water ready.
Yes.
Hello, child.
Are you friends?
Absolutely.
Yes.
You still can't see where he is, but you can
Does
just
he
hear
sound
him.
like he's still...
He's still kind of moving around the house.
So maybe Vivian does like a spread out gesture. Please, I want to... Could you... What's your name?
I'm Guard.
Guard. Is this your house?
Yes.
Well, it's lovely. Would you like to come out and show it to us?
I want to show you something.
Okay. I hate this so much. Noelle, the
Sense
player,
trap. Can I do a perception?
or sense motive.
Sense motive.
Let's roll a sense motive, yeah. 19.
10.
17.
Sounds like he wants to show you something.
But something evil or something positive? I mean, sense motive means you should
can't
have
tell
some.
that.
But you didn't roll high enough.
Didn't roll high enough. Didn't.
So we do this game,
Didn't
Mom.
like that
we have this
thing.
game where
If you don't roll high enough,
4 or 5.
So,
So, as that happens, Renly comes back. Is Renly again, and he's taking your advice, and he quickly turns right back into Carrie.
very nice.
so
I'm so scared. I hate this so much.
Roderick has like electricity bouncing between his fingers as he's like prepared to cast a spell.
right.
Yeah.
So you kind of hear the laughter again, and the laughter kind of moves back away from the house a bit. Follow me.
Where?
And you see him kind of back toward the grass that's right behind
Nope.
the house. And you can kind of see him. He's still kind of shadowy, and he's waving you this way.
Can everyone see him now?
Timothy, follow that child.
Roderick rolls a knowledge religion
Oh, that's a good idea.
and totally beats it.
Meaning?
Not good.
Oh.
18 knowledge religion.
It's a 13 for me.
This is perhaps a wraith child.
A wraith child? What's a wraith child?
It's like a wraith, but it's a child.
I'm gonna... I am not in the mood
Could end up
Gary.
with an arrow through the eye.
And
you know?
end up with a pencil in your esophagus.
But no, this is a wraith spawn. It is a...
It's not really a child.
You would know that a creature that is killed by a wraith can turn into a wraith spawn.
Ugh. How far away is it?
So, Vivian, we have to release him.
He's probably about 20 feet away at this point.
So Vivian relays that to the party, I'm sure.
This is not a child. This is a victim of a wraith.
How far can I throw?
So, are wraith wraith spawn? Are they as strong as wraiths?
They're slightly weaker.
Okay.
And the increment for holy water is 20 feet.
It's 20 feet. Okay.
So he's in range.
Yeah.
All right. So knowing that this is not really, even if it was a child, it's now not. It's an undead creature. Vivian's gonna channel.
Okay. So it's a will save from it.
Set her my unseen servant.
No, he's not undead.
He's
Right.
just unseen.
Right.
So Vivian raises her holy symbol,
And it's 3d6 now.
glowing.
1 away from max damage.
I see 2 6s.
So it's a 15 on the will save.
Oh my goodness.
That exactly saves. He takes 7. God damn.
8. He takes 8 points of
8
damage.
points of damage.
We've already halved it,
Yeah.
8 points of damage already halved.
Yeah, because I rolled a 6, a 6, and a 5.
which is 17. Halved rounded down is 8.
Yeah.
All right. So you channel. He saves. He takes 8 points of damage, which kind of infuriates him.
Oh.
And with that, he will start to charge in at all of you as this shadowy, childlike figure, looking like he's enveloped in these black flames, starts moving your way, and we will roll for initiative next week.
I'm so excited and scared.
I have nightmares already.
Does he hurt Timothy?
No, I already told you.
I'm okay.